And good evening. Welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set here to start our third game of the night. It's number 4 seed Albany Lady Warriors taking on the 5 seed North Andrew Lady Cardinals, a game that we saw last week Tuesday between these two teams. That game played over in Rosendale as the Albany Lady Warriors try to find themselves in the championship semis like the boys do with their 55-50 win over Worth County. I'd like to thank our sponsors, though, for helping you bring you this broadcast. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Alumni, Iowa. Penny John Auto Service Center with locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee. Schultz of Albany and Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany, Northwest Cell. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Mosaic Medical Center, Albany. The City of Albany and Albany Booster Club. The Albany School District, Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. The North Andrew School District, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. And the Printery and Chopper located in Albany. As we get set here, it's a matchup, like I said, Mike, we saw last week Tuesday. The Warriors were able to win over North Andrew.
Yeah, the Warriors had in that game, the Warriors had a big third quarter. I think they had a 19-point third quarter. A lot of scoring by a lot of different people. Kind of went into a funk in the fourth quarter and saw their lead. I think they had up to a 13-point lead, and I think it got whittled down to 2 at one point. And as we said, free throws by Sierra Anthony, Gabby Newman, and Casey Messner were able to keep it and make it a 7-point victory. But that's something, the Warriors shooting, we've lamented that all year, and they seem to overcome it with pretty good defense. And here you got Elena Officer, good offensive player. Briner was their leading scorer in the game last Tuesday that they played. And then maybe another X factor is number 12, Riley Walker. She had a bunch of I think she had 12 points in the second half and broke loose, and I think that may be something the Warriors have to contend with or may have to deal with early on in this game. I also thought we had a situation where in the fourth quarter, North Andrew really cranked up their man-to-man defense.
Well, and they also really started playing a box and one and had, coming off the bench, Michaela Seibert really face guarding Newman, so she couldn't even get a pass hardly.
Absolutely, and we saw King City do a little bit of that Friday night. Also came out with a box and one on Newman, and Coach Crawford made I think a halftime adjustment, and they came out and the Warriors had a 20-point third quarter against King City and kind of chased them out of that box and one, and it was a really nice effort on their part. But they're going to have their hands full. Tuesday night's game, I thought Sierra Anthony had a big ball game, defensively rebounding, scored 13 points, and she was our player of the game last Tuesday. And but two conference foes, close ball game. This is a new night
on a neutral floor.
On a neutral floor, let's go see what happens.
We'll be back with our BTC Bank pregame as we get set here for the Dollars and Messner Auction Service starting lineups when we come back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Mester a call at Dollars and Mester Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252 or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
Here is your Dollars and Auction Service starting lineup. So there again are your Dollars and Messner Auction Service starting lineups. Remember, tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Contact the winning team of Dollars and Messner Auction Service for all of your auction needs. It will be Cameron Roush, Elena Officer, Riley Walker, Melena Briner, and Carly Grace for North Andrew. Casey Master, Michaela Martin, Sierra Anthony, Gabby Newman, and Paige Brown for Albany. And remember, as we prepare for tonight's opening Shoats tip-off, don't forget to start your morning or trip with a stop at Shoats in Albany for an ice-cold fountain drink or a hot cup of coffee. Again, it'll be North Andrew wearing their road black uniforms, white lettering outlined in red. Albany wearing their home white uniforms, green lettering outlined in black. It'll be Officer and Anthony getting set for the Shoats tip-off. Third game of the night. Albany trying to move both teams into the championship semis. North Andrew looking for the second upseed here of the night and also the second upset seeding-wise of the tournament. And tip-off is won here by North Andrew. It'll be Briner that brings it across. She'll send it up to Officer on the right wing. Into the corner for Walker. Walker spins, puts it in, and knocks it in good for two as North Andrew opens up the scoring.
Well, what you see early on, the freshman had a big game, goes right at the Warriors.
Martin with the basketball, sends it up, looking to send it up there to Messner. Now has to quickly get rid of it before the 5-second call and gets it up to Messner up at the top of the key. Up to Brown, over now for Newman. Newman drives in, and she's going to be called here for the double dribble.
Yeah, kind of got it up off her hip. Like both teams straight man-to-man.
Briner with it up at the top of the key. Leaves it off for Officer, stolen away here by Newman. Newman goes up, lays it up with her left hand, up and good for two as we're tied up 2-2 here in the first minute of the ball game.
Yeah, good job. They're going to use that high screen, and what we saw that last night with Lafayette's JVs, and the Platte Valley kids did a nice job of just jumping that screen, and they got, I don't know how many steals they got doing what Gabby Newman did right there.
Now a travel by Walker gives Albany the basketball here. Tied 2-2 here, a minute 15 into the ball game. Now Newman will bring it across the center court logo here at the Stanberry High School gym. Martin with it left wing. Up to Brown, over to the right wing now for Newman. Newman spins, loses it, picked up by Brown. Now over to Martin on the left wing.
Stay in the offense, keep the ball moving.
Martin to Brown. Into the corner now for Newman. Puts up a shot from three. Drains it from behind the arc.
And if she's going to get off and going like that, but that time she took her time, was fluid in her shot, didn't hurry her arms and hands. And I would guess you're going to go back and see that boxing one again probably somewhere along the way.
Anthony called there for the foul. She'll pick up her first personal, first team foul. As Roush will inbounds here for North Andrew. Gets it out to Briner. She'll fall, picked up here by Martin. She has Anthony with her. Gets it to her. Puts it up off the glass, up a good for two.
Good 2-on-1 execution. Nice delivery from Martin. Nice finish by Sierra Anthony.
7-2, Warriors lead, 5:45 left to play here in this first quarter. Briner drives it now, trying to send it up to Officer, tipped. Officer has it, sends it back over to Briner. Briner will send it across now for the freshman Walker.
Almost another travel there.
We've seen that one called before here so far this week at the tournament. Briner will now pull it back, leaves it off for Officer. Finds Briner, and she will be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I think Gabby Newman got caught helping a little too long and then came back and picks up her first personal.
Warriors really trying to make Briner go to her right. She's left-handed, and trying to make Officer go to her left. They can do it, but they just would rather go the other way to shoot it.
Briner gets the first free throw up and good. Second free throw attempt here by Briner is good. 7-4 now is the Albany lead. They lead by 3. 5:15 left to play in the first as Newman brings it across midcourt. Over to Messner on the right wing. Gets it to Anthony, now back over to Newman left wing. She'll drive, lays up a little floater on the baseline, can't get it to fall. And that's going to be punched out of Paige Brown's hands out of bounds.
And when they get that reverse, they want that screen and roll. Newman denied the screen, went the other way.
Trying to get the ball inbounds to Brown, knocks it to Anthony, who gets it to Newman. Newman on the baseline, puts up a shot from 3. Off the mark, no good. Briner brings it across, gets it up now to Officer up at the top of the key. For Briner, back here now for Roush. Officer with a shot with her foot inside the three-point arc, no good. Good, Newman will slowly walk it across. Gets a screen by Brown. Now trying to give it back to Brown. Maybe a little too late as it's stolen away there by Carly Grace. Now trying to steal it back there is Anthony, but not able to corral the pass in as it goes out of bounds.
Good read by Anthony. Just too late delivering the ball. I mean, that's...
Riley Brinks will now check in here for Carly Grace. Bringing it across, Briner gives it up now for Officer. For Brinks. Has the ball stripped, but goes right to Briner. Back again to Officer. Shot again inside the arc, no good. Rebound made there by Paige Brown, trying to tip it out for Newman. And it's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be Albany basketball.
And 5 Warriors in the area. And North Andrews able to get a jump ball out of that. 50-50 balls. You've got to get them.
Newman carries it across, gets it up to Anthony up at the top of the key. Looking for Messner right wing. Stops, puts up the shot off the backboard, up and good for 2.
Good look by Messner.
Briner over to Officer on the wing, trying to bring it back into Briner, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds here by Newman. Walker set to inbounds. Inbounds is now to Roush. Gets it up to Officer up at the top of the key. Briner back again for Officer. For Brinks. Now Briner will try and restart this Lady Cardinal offense from the top of the key. Gets it to Brinks. Now Briner shot from 3 from the left wing. Long rebound made here by Martin.
You may wonder, you just don't see the Warriors get up and down the floor a lot. Oh boy.
As Walker gets in front of the pass there to Brown, knocks it out of bounds.
You almost wonder if they'll run on turnovers and maybe some long rebounds, turnover steals. And why haven't they pressed like they did early in the year? And I just think, the lack of depth is a concern with how much you can use them.
So you really only have 3 players on the bench, Pompa, Sturkis, and Shields. As trying to get the steal there, Briner does able to get the steal as he gets it to Officer. Officer, shot short, no good, but it's going to go out of bounds here off of Sierra Anthony. And good pressure there by Messner to kind of get their next Officer as she took that shot, made her throw it up a little short.
And
Briner into the paint, leaves it off for Officer. Shot again from inside the arc, no good. Messner will come away with the rebound.
North Andrews doing a really nice job defensively of trying to contest passes. And the Warriors, I just don't think are ready for it.
Martin right wing. Up to the top of the key for Anthony. Gets it off for Newman. Left wing.
That's
shot from
look.
3. Knocks it down.
Had feet set. Make them pay for going off to help.
Now Papa ready to come in at next check here for the Lady Warriors. Underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the first. 12-4. Albany with the lead. Reiner will leave it off here for Officer. Tipped up there by Walker. Officer able to pick it up, and then she will be fouled. We'll go to line to shoot 2. So far, not able to get any real defensive boards here. As the foul against Albany is going to go against Paige Brown. That'll be her first personal. Team's second. Officer's first free throw attempt is up and good. Grace will check back in here for Walker. Papa will check in here for Martin. 1:41 left to play in the first. Officer's second free throw attempt is up and good. Cuts the lead down to 6. 12-6, Warriors have a lead. 1:35 left to play in the first. Newman brings it across, sends it left wing now for Messner. Up to the top of the key for Anthony, right wing, Newman. She'll drive, and a foul going to be called here on the floor against North Andrew.
Almost thought Newman had another look there. They were going to make her pay for helping again on that.
This time it's Briner with the foul. That'll be her first personal. Ball inbounds here for Brown. Now it'll be Newman with it on the right wing. Drives in. Little floater and gets it in. A little hook shot from behind. 14-6, Warriors lead.
Okay, we'll take it.
She now has hit double digits so far here in the first quarter. As they try to get to Officer, Paige Brown reaches in and gets the tie up and forces a jump ball. It'll go here to North Andrews. Ashley Sturkis will check in here for Sierra Anthony.
Good read by Paige Brown. Going to make a switch here. You'd think anytime Officer or Briner touch it, you'd think they're going to draw a crowd if they try to get the ball into the lane.
Inbounds in here is going to be Madison Eckert, who's newly entered in, stolen away there by Gabby Newman.
I want to give a little shout out to Casey Messner on that inbounds play. I think Paige Brown was beaten, got screened.
As they get it to Papa, now back out again here to Messner.
Made a nice read to get off and help.
Messner trying to get it to Brown, now back out to Newman. Left wing here for Papa. Up for Brown. Right wing, Newman, shot from 3. This time can't get it to fall. Sturkis comes away with the rebound, gets it out to Newman.
Ooh, might have had another look there, but both those are good looks. Just rimmed in and out.
15 seconds left. Warriors will look to go for the final
count.
shot here of the quarter.
Want to go at about 7 or 8.
Newman with it up at the top of the key. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2. As it gets knocked away and won't get a shot off. 14-6, Warriors have a lead after 1 quarter of play. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
It'll be Albany basketball to start out the second quarter. They lead 14-6. Newman sends it to left wing, this time now for Martin. Gets it up now for Anthony. Out for Newman. She'll drive in. And a foul, though, going to be called here on the floor.
but it's good to see Newman. She likes to come back to her left hand. That time she kept it in her right hand, finished. Just got the foul call before she got the layup.
Now Briner will pick up her second here. Second team foul as well, as ball's inbounds here for Martin. She'll put up a shot from 3 from the wing. Rolls out, no good. Sturkis with the rebound. Gets it off now for Anthony. Back out for Papa. She'll put up a shot, can't get it to fall.
Good rebound by Sturkis. That was the one-hand snatch there.
Yes, it was. As it'll be Grace with it up at the top of the key. Gets it over now to Roush.
So Grace do some nice things in the fourth quarter in the first game.
Trying to get it inside there to Briner. Knocked away out of bounds off of Albany. We'll stay with North Andrew.
But again, good reaction by the Warrior help, too. I mean, that ball went inside to Briner, and that drew 4 people.
Ball inbounds to Grace on the block. And a double dribble going to be called here against Grace. 7:07 left to play here in this second quarter. 14-6. Warriors have a lead. And Newman slowly brings it across. And Newman, seeing there was some trouble there on the North Andrew defense, seeing who had who, walked up, knocked in a 3.
If you're the North Andrew coach, you got to be wondering, you got to be shaking your head. Of all people to lose, how do you lose Gabby?
Yeah. It seemed like nobody knew who they were guarding. Gabby just came up to the top of the key and popped one from behind the arc and sank it in for 2. Grace gets it out here for Briner. Drives in, leaves it off for Officer, but an offensive foul going to be called here against Briner. Now she'll pick up her third.
Good job by Anthony. We thought she took a big charge in that game at North Andrew. No call. Got the whistle on that.
Brinks will check in. Also checking back in as Walker. Checking out will be Ecker along with Briner. Brown and Messner will also check in here for Albany, as Sturkis and Papa will check out.
Good minutes from both. Not a lot of things that show up in the stat sheet, but good defense, good team play.
A couple of big rebounds there by Sturkis. As Anthony trying to do the no-look pass there to Newman, can't get it to go, and it's going to be a jump ball. That'll go to North Andrew.
Good hustle again by Anthony. I know that North Andrew gets the ball, but she did force a jump out of it.
I said, really, it was a nice no-look pass, just North Andrew player got in the middle of it, and it really kind of tripped them up, which forced the jump ball.
Now the next time that you do the same thing and make the hard pass fake, you make the hard pass fake and go the other way, and you may have an easy basket.
North Andrew commits the travel, and it'll be Albany basketball. 2 minutes here into the second quarter. It's a 17-6 Warrior lead. Anthony with it, sends it over now for Messner on the right wing. She'll drive in. Puts up the shot, be fouled, will go to line to shoot 2. As the foul here is going to go against Walker. That'll be her first personal. Team's 4th. Messner's first free throw attempt off the front of the iron. We've seen that a couple times from the Warriors this year, where they've kind of hit some lulls in the free throw, but usually at the end of the game they tend to hit them a little bit more. Don't know exactly what causes that.
Well, and they have had games they've shot them really well. They worked themselves into a 12-point lead here.
Officer loses it. Anthony trying to pick it off, and it's going to go out of bounds. So it'll stay with North Andrew. Brinks will inbounds. Up to Officer, up at the top of the key, comes back to Brinks. Walker up at the top of the key. Walker up at the top of the key to Roush over to the right wing. Brinks about loses it as Newman trying to go for the steal. Brinks will get it off to Roush. She'll put up a shot from 3 off the inside of the iron. And then Anthony comes away with the rebound, gets it off for Martin. Quickly trying to send it out this time now for Messner. Able to hold it, goes off of Newman's face as she's down.
Oh,
As Roush quickly bringing it across here for Officer. Shot no good. Brown with the rebound, gets it out for Messner.
again, good work by Brown and Anthony Messner to get back and cover. Played 4-on-5.
Emily Papa will check in here for Newman as, again, it was a hard pass from Messner, hit her right in the face.
Right in the snot box.
Yeah. Probably seeing a couple of spots there for a little bit. Gets it off now for Anthony. Trying to feed it inside there to Messner. Knocked away by Walker, and then Carly Grace's pass is knocked away. Messner's able to pick it up and then puts it in. Up and good for two.
Little miscommunication, but a fumble on the part of North Andrew, and the Warriors are up 14.
Walker trying to feed it into Officer. Back out again to Roush. Walker drives in, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. And a foul there on the rebound.
They're going to get Walker again, I believe. Tell you what, I like what Walker does, though.
And Walker will pick up her second foul. She'll check out. Checking in for her is going to be Michaela Seibert. Newman will check back in as she'll come as Paige Brown will check out. 20-6. Albany leads here over North Andrew with 4:18 left to play here in the second. Martin's pass stolen away here by Officer. Drives in, and a blocking foul going to be called here against Newman.
I don't believe it.
I believe that she set up pretty well set.
And the only reason we say that is we're at a perfect angle to see that. And I know sometimes you see him go down, you go, well, she moved or she leaned or something, but
first free throw attempt from Officer is up and good. Newman will check out. Checking back in here is going to be Shields. Grace will check out. Checking back in here is going to be Madison Eckert. Next shot from Officer.
See a little pressure maybe?
Maybe just a little bit there. At least going to be guarding here against Martin. As Brinks will play some full court man-to-man pressure. With Newman out. Trying to get it into Messner. Ball knocked away.
Well, it's not a bad move, but Casey needs to make a break farther out, and then the pass needs to be delivered on the backdoor cut. He's getting too deep into where the help can come get it.
Off the jump ball, it'll be Albany basketball. Trying to send it out to Pop, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of Officer. Again, where we see Albany almost get caught where it comes back and hits them in the out of bounds. Now Papa will inbounds. Gets it off here for Anthony. Shields with a shot from two. Off the inside of the iron, no good. Anthony with the rebound, puts it up, gets the bucket and the foul.
I think we're going to get a foul on North Andrew on top of that.
So it looks like Anthony's going to get the foul, and then a foul against Papa. After the bucket, it'll be her first personal, team's fifth. Didn't quite see exactly what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't either. Because initially he said he gave the signal for let's stay here.
Seibert trying to send it inside, stolen away there by Anthony. Martin will bring it across with 3:30 left to play here in the second. 22-8. Warriors lead. Anthony with a shot. A little too far to the left. And now Officer is going to be caught there in a travel as Messner comes from behind her.
Yeah, and you heard everybody yell wolf, which is a signal for somebody coming from the backside. But just go ahead and jump stop, pick it up. Try to just go a little too far.
Pop will send it up now for Messner up at the top of the key. Trying to get it now into Anthony. Knocked down. She'll force it out to Martin, now back out to Papa. She'll drive baseline. Lays up the floater a little too hard. Rebound's going to be made here by North Andrew. Brinks will send over to the right wing for Seibert. Goes off her foot, out of bounds. The Albany basketball. Underneath 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. 22-8 Warriors lead. Papa checks out. Brown will check back in. Messner will inbounds. Before we do that, Carly Grace will check in here for Michaela Seibert. Ball inbounds to Anthony, quickly getting it out here for Michaela Martin. Spins around, puts up the shot, but it's going to be called here for the travel.
Just get under control. We saw that a lot in the last game from both teams.
Brinks brings it across here for North Andrew. Sends it in the corner for Cameron Rouse. Shot from three. Too hard, no good. Rebound's going to be made by Brown. Martin brings it across with 2.5 left to play here in the second. Up to Brown at the top of the key. Now over to Shields, right wing. Shields up now for Messner. Inside to Brown. Back out to Shields. Sidesteps the defender, gets it to Brown. Shot from the free throw line. Banked in. Good for two.
Good job by Shields. Nice play. Nice. That's really Paige Brown's shot. That 15 footer baseline head on.
Carly Grace with it in the corner. Gets it now here for Ecker. Leaves it off for Officer with underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. Ecker sends it into Grace in the corner. 24-8. Brinks drives in, leaves it in the corner again for Roush. Back again to Brinks, to Ecker. Puts up the shot, knocks it in. 24-10, a 14-point Warrior lead. 1:30 left to play here in the second. Martin spins her way across, gives it up to Brown up at the top of the key. Gets it now for Messner. Has some room. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall. Officer comes away with the rebound.
Just a little out of sync in their offense. Just not as smooth as we've seen it other times.
Trying to bring it inside to Officer. And a foul going to be called here on the shot. Officer will go to the line to shoot two. We'll see, and it's going to go against Paige Brown, as she will pick up her second personal now.
Well,
team sixth.
And if you're the Warriors, let's take a little time here. You had a 16-point lead, and you're letting them cut into it here at the end of the first half.
Officer's able to hit the first. Brown will check out. Sturkis will check in. Ecker will check out. Checking in for her is going to be Caitlin Rathbun. Officer's second free throw off the front of the iron. Shields comes away with the rebound. 24-11, it's a 13-point Warrior lead. Walker ready to come to the next check here for North Andrew. Anthony over to Shields, left wing. Gets it out for Sturkis on the block. Puts it up. Knocks it in, high off the glass.
That's a big basket for Sturkis. Get the ball up above her head, stick it in.
Brinks brings it across over to Roush on the right wing. Back again to Brinks. Up to Roush, 32 seconds left. They bring it into Officer. And a foul called.
And there's Michaela Martin again. Just don't. You had everything the way she wanted, and you bailed her out. You put her on the line.
That'll be her first personal, team seventh. So North Andrew down to the bonus. Officer will shoot the 1-1. Walker should be checking in here, unless she's coming in here for Officer, as the first one is up and good. I believe Walker will be coming in here for Officer if she can hit the second. Second free throw is up and good. Officer able to knock them both in. She'll come out. Walker will check in here with 28.1 left to play here in the half. Full court pressure put on here now by North Andrew.
By all means, ref, let's let Let somebody get the press set.
Martin trying to get into Circus, then gets it out to Shields. She'll slow things up to try and start up this Albany offense.
Smart play by Shields.
Gets it off now for Messner. Up to the top of the key for Sturkis. And it's going to be tipped away here by Brinks with 10.2 left.
You got to deliver it when they get open, not after they've been open.
Checking back in here for North Andrews is going to be Michaela Seibert. Messner will inbounds with 10.2 left to play here in the second quarter. 26-13. It's a 13-point Warrior lead. Ball inbounds for Martin. Drives, puts up the shot at the baseline. Maybe tipped a little bit there by North Andrew.
She just always goes too deep.
Walker, shot off the side. Off the mark to the right. 26-13. Warriors have a lead at the half. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one. Northwest, your local telephone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Bell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, City, Maryville, Mountain City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their
halftime, 26-13. Albany has a lead here over North Andrews. Remember, for halftime, Albany can be brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your Georgia list with a smile on the aisle. That's Albany Hy-Vee. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for bringing tonight's broadcast of Albany North Andrews girls basketball. The Printing Renew Shopper of Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany, the North Andrews School District, and the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, the Albany School District and Albany Booster Club, the City of Albany and Mosaic Medical Center Albany, American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry, Northwest Cell, Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany, Dollars and Messner Auction Service, Schultz of Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, and BTC Bank locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Taking a look here at the unofficial first half stats, Albany shooting 11 for 21 from the field, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 3 for 6 from behind the three-point arc. And leading scorer Gabby Newman with 13 points, 5 points for Casey Messner, 4 points for Sierra Anthony, 2 points for Paige Brown and Ashley Sturkis. for North Andrew, unofficially shooting 2 for 13 from the field, 9 for 10, though, from the free throw line, 0 for 3 from behind the three-point arc. Elena Officer leads the way with 7 points, 2 points for Riley Walker and Madison Ecker, 2 points for Melena Briner. A big part, though, that's playing a key in this game, though, Mike. 3 fouls for Briner, 2 fouls for Walker. For Albany, they have 2 fouls on Brown, 2 fouls on Newman. But again, with North Andrew, 7 for 9 from the free throw line. And pretty much all 7 points of Officers' Field's shots have come from the free throw line.
7 for 9, 9 for 11.
Let me check
I
here.
think you got, if they had 2 baskets, they've got 9 free throws.
Sorry, 9 for 10. Sorry.
You bet.
9 for
well,
10.
yeah. And the 2 stats that really jump out at you, 50% from three-point line for the Warriors, mostly on the strength of Gabby Newman shooting.
All 3 of them have been from Gabby, yes.
And 11 for 21 from the field. That's, I mean, we haven't said that very often, where they've been over 50% from the field at halftime. 21 shots to 13 shots for North Andrew. North Andrew's turned it over quite a bit. The one thing that jumps out at me was maybe the Warriors have turned it over a little bit more than maybe you would like to.
Yes. And the one thing we really haven't seen a lot of by either team, second chance opportunities.
Not a lot, no. And they're kind of letting them play a little bit under the boards. And one of the things that I think the Warriors have really had a solid game plan. And I think with Walker going out, I think that's really helped the Warriors with her down for the period. Not to mention Briner.
Yes.
But Briner and Officer get the ball, and they're really drawing a crowd. The key now is to quit putting Officer just don't put her on the free throw line. That's the first thing that jumps out at me. And if you do, of course, when I always say these things, you're talking about a perfect game.
Yes.
And those have never been played. But I guess the thing you go back to is, I remember playing in a game one time that we were up 40-something to 15 at halftime, and we were feeling pretty good about ourselves. We got chewed out because we gave up 3 baskets on the exact same play. And he said, yeah, you take those away, and we're way ahead in this game. And that's kind of the way I always approach things, too. Yeah, you're up 13, but really you should be up more than that.
Yes.
And you hope maybe that kicks in the second half too. But they played solid defense and have forced a lot of turnovers. And it's just when those 2 get the ball, maybe those 3, you add Walker into that mix, and they ought to really draw a crowd whenever they start to dribble or try to do some things toward the basket.
We'll be back with more Albany Hy-Vee halftime when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Messner a call at Dollars & Messner Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252 or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef. It's what's for dinner. The North Andrew School District's winning culture has helped cultivate the minds of their student athletes.
North Andrew School District works to provide a safe and orderly environment in which all students will learn and develop their potential and become responsible members of a global society. Helping their students succeed in sports, in the classroom, and for the future is the North Andrew School District in Rosendale.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry at the half. It's a 26-13 Albany lead here over North Andrew. And coming out of the halftime break, it'll be North Andrew basketball to start out the third quarter as well.
And you almost always expect, you come out of a dead ball situation, had a lot of time to work on something, they come out with a set play, try to get a shot to start off the second half.
In North Andrew basketball, it'll be Officer, Brinks, Walker, Grace, and Roush. So Briner will start on the bench here with 3 fouls.
So Warriors have been in these situations before and have seen that lead get away from them a little bit.
It'll be Newman, Messner, Anthony Brown, and Martin for Albany. Walker gets it into Officer, spins around, puts up the shot, knocks it in, good for 2. She hits her first bucket here from the field.
Well, and if they're going to do that, you almost got to take somebody off, somebody you don't think is going to score, and be ready to shoot it a little bit.
Anthony sends it now into the corner. Messner
not
quite able to get it as it goes a little bit too far out in front of her, out of bounds.
And there's a set play coming out at halftime, and it just went just a miscommunication. Either Messner didn't break as far as they expected or something.
Walker trying to feed it down, and Officer comes back out to Walker. She drives in, puts up the shot, and can't get it to fall, but Officer there for the rebound, gets the bucket and the foul.
And this is the exact opposite start of what you want if you're the Warriors.
Foul here goes against Anthony. That's her second personal. Team's first here in the second half. As Officer will miss the first free throw. She was 7 for 8 in the first half, now 0 for 1 here in the second. But still 45 seconds here into the third quarter. 4 quick points here for North Andrew. And now Messner shot from 3 from the right wing. Off the back of the iron, no good. Officer comes in, pulls down the rebound. Brinks will bring it across here for the Lady Cardinals. Sends it left wing now for Walker. Trying to feed it into Officer inside the paint. Spins around, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound's going to be made here by Newman.
Well, and I think if the Warriors are going to do that, they need to get to her quicker.
Newman with a deep 3 off the mark.
Wow.
26-17 as that one goes a little awry for North Andrew as they give it back here to Albany after the quick shot there from Newman. So again, 26-17, Lady Warriors lead here over the Lady Cardinals. Martin will get it up now for Anthony, now for Newman. Newman drives in, puts up a little floater, can't get it to fall. Anthony with the rebound. She can't get it to fall, fights for the second chance rebound. Goes up, and they're going to call it on the floor before she can get the shot up.
Just stay in the offense. We're trying to go awful quick to start this second half. Shooting it. The one that there's a look at it.
Walker then called for her third personal on that one as Gabby comes in and lays in a little floater. Knocks it in good for 2. 28-17. Warriors bring it back out to an 11-point lead. It was 13 points at half.
Now Paige Brown could really drop off right there.
As the shot there from Walker, no good. Then she's going to be calling here for the over back, and I believe that will mean she'll pick up her 4th.
If the girl Paige Brown is guarding is going to shoot and knock down 17-footers, you can live with that.
Walker picks up her 4th here quickly. She'll check out. Checking in for her now.
Yeah, that's a tough break for North Andrew.
Yes.
Because that takes a scorer off the floor.
Rathbun checks back in here for North Andrew as, again, Sierra Anthony looking for that no-look pass there to Newman, stolen away. Brinks drives to the baseline now, tries to pull it back out. Back on the baseline, lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by Grace on the rebound.
Right now, just where Brown is right now, she can really sag and help off.
Brinks with it on the wing. Into the corner now. Trying to get it into Rathbun. It's going to be kicked there by Messner. And it'll be Rathbun that will inbounds. Up to Officer. Tipped a little bit there, maybe by Anthony. Picked up by Newman. Goes up with her right hand, up and good for two.
Good read by Anthony and Newman both.
And a 30-second Petty General Center timeout going to be taken here by North Andrew. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 30-17, 4:52 left to play here in this third quarter. It'll be North Andrew basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Briner checks back in here for North Andrew. She'll have it up at the top of the key. Gets it for Roush, trying to feed it into the corner, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Or apparently not, as they're going to call it.
I think Newman tipped it, and then it tipped off North Andrew's hands as she tried to catch it.
Roush will check out. Brinks will check back in.
Had a little bit of a switch. They had Newman on Briner.
Getting it into Anthony. She turns around, puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall. Briner comes away with the rebound. Briner with it up at the top of the key. Sends it over to the right wing. Here for Brinks. Up now for Rathbun. Has it stolen away here by Newman. Leaves it up for Messner. Puts up the shot off the backboard. Up and good for two. First, I wasn't certain where that pass was going.
It's a good feed. I think that was the only way she could get it there, in all fairness to her.
Reiner with it up at the top of the key, trying to set up this Lady Cardinal offense, 32-17. And I believe Sarah Anthony is going to be called there for the hold.
Wasn't a terrible play. Maybe just got caught a little bit behind to try to get around.
She'll pick up her third personal, team's second. A little over halfway through this third quarter of play. Rathbun passes it up here for Briner. Sturkis ready to come in at next check here for the Warriors. Officer is going to go up, and foul going to be called, I believe, against Paige Brown. And I believe that'll be her third now.
Well, and Paige has got to get off and help. I mean, if her girl catches the ball and, as we said, knocks down that 17-footer, so be it. But get off and sag and help on Officer inside.
Officer hits the first. Sturkis will come in here for Anthony. As Anthony and Brown each have 3 fouls, with 3:43 still left to play here in the third quarter. Next shot up and good as Officer's able to hit them both home. Messner will bring it across the center court logo here at Stanberry High School. Gets it off for Newman. And she's going to get tripped up, and a little bit of a late whistle. And North Andrew fans aren't happy about the late whistle.
She didn't fall down for no reason.
Foul against North Andrew is going to go against Briley Brinks. That'll be her first personal, team's third. Pass inbounds to Brown. Now into the corner for Messner. Shot from 3. Off the iron. No good. Grace with the rebound. And then she'll throw it away.
I think Coach Michael's looking for a little bump there from Sierra Anthony, maybe.
Or Paige Brown.
Paige Brown, I think.
And that would have given her 4th. Messner inbounds. Gets it up to Sturkis up the top. Key now leaves it off for Martin. Martin now up for Brown. And a full
good
Petty
call.
John Auto Center timeout going to be taken here by Albany. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 32-19. Albany has a lead over North Andrew. 3:18 left to play in the third. Albany basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Ball inbounds into the backcourt here for Martin. Up to Brown. Now they get it to Newman, right wing. Drives into the paint. Puts up a little floater. Gets it to fall in. Good for 2. 3 minutes left to play now here in this third quarter. Officer leaves it off for Grace. Back out again here for Brinks. Inside to Officer. Has it tipped away. Picked up now by Briner.
Ooh. Thought Martin was right there for a steal and didn't get it.
Officer goes up hard against Sturkis and is going to be called here for the travel. Sturkis has played some pretty good defense since coming in for Anthony there.
She's really long-armed. I mean,
Yes.
she is tall, but her arms are really long. Almost got the Inspector Gadget arms going. And the only thing I'd say is she's letting her get a little deep in the post. You'd like to see her maybe push her out a little bit.
Brown will send it over to left wing this time for Newman. Drives baseline, puts up that little floater, a little too hard. Rebound made here by Briner. Emily Papa checked in at last check there for Michaela Martin, and just a hair short has taken that one away. Briner, top of the key, drives in. Stripped away here by Newman. As Emily Papa spins around, and it's going to be a charge here against Newman. That'll be her 3rd.
She should have given the thing up early, and Emily Papa has a layup.
Where opportunity to pass it back to Newman.
Yeah. What's the old thing? Give it up, you get it back.
Yep. Roush will check in now here for Rathbun. Next game will be the North Andrew Stanberry Boys here on Albany TV. Another 4-5 matchup here to end the night. Into the corner, Grace on the baseline, up and good for 2.
Well, she hit that shot that time, and as you said, if she does that a lot, then you got to make an adjustment. But
34-21, still out to a 13-point Warrior lead. Messner gets it up to Sturkis, right wing now for Papa. 1:30 left to play here in the third. To Newman, goes through her hands, right to the hands though of Casey Messner. She'll bring it up to the top of the key. Spins. Trying to get it inside to Paige Brown. Knocked away by Carly Grace. Picked up by Roush.
And again, trying to do too much. Just stay in the offense.
And that'll be Emily Papa that's going to pick up the foul. That'll be her 2nd, team's 5th. Reiner brings it across. Down to Officer, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound made by Papa. Newman brings it across here for the Lady Warriors up to the top of the key for Sturkis. Right wing for Papa. Underneath a minute left to play in the third. Papa off the glass, up and good for two.
Nice basket for Emily Papa. That's one of the best things she does, that hard dribble and then off glass.
She has her first points here in the ball game as Warriors now lead 36-21. Roush with it, sends it over now for Briner. Into Officer. Goes up, can't get it to fall. Rebound made again here by Papa.
Really, the Warriors just kind of living on the edge because she's had some pretty good shots, just hasn't knocked them down.
And Sturkis will be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two as Officer will pick up a foul and a warning going to go here against the North Andrew bench here. This officer will pick up her first. Sturkis will shoot two. First free throw from Sturkis, no good. 22.9 left to play here in this third quarter. 36-21. Albany leads. Second shot from Sturkis off the front of the iron, no good. Foul here is going to go against Sturkis. She'll pick up, I believe, her first personal.
It's going to be the Warrior ball here. 20 seconds, need a big stop.
Bringing it across.
They're
Here's
actually
gonna be
giving
Briner.
her too much room, letting her get too deep in there.
Brinks with the basketball. Back again to Briner.
Right.
Brings it into Officer. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be made by Brown. Gets it off now for Newman. 5, 4 seconds. 3, 2. Steps back. Puts up the shot. The heave is off the top of the backboard. No good. 36-21. Warriors have a 15-point lead at the end of three quarters. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Burlington Junction, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 36-21. Albany with the lead here over North Andrew. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, it'll be Albany basketball to start the fourth.
Warriors come back with their starters, Brown and Anthony, each with 3.
Newman also has 3. Newman with it right wing, up now to the top of the key, looking for Messner as Riley Walker, who's back in with her 4 fouls, knocks it away. Officer drives in, leaves it off for Walker on the opposite block. She'll put it in, good for 2. Up to the top of the key here for Anthony. Now gets it for Martin. As Roush falls, Martin will knock it in from inside the arc.
Good screen for Newman, and that time just wide open, got her feet organized, knocked the shot down.
And a full timeout going to be called here by North Andrew. 38-23, 7:19 left to play in the fourth. We're back with more after this Petty John Auto Center timeout.
At American Family Insurance, we know your life has many moving parts, from your 4 wheels to your hard-earned home and the financial future of your family. We'll cover the things that matter most. Bundle your home and auto policies for possible savings and add life insurance for convenient, future-focused protection so you can keep dreaming towards what's next.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel.
North Andrew basketball to start out this, coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Again, it's Walker that goes up hard and lays it off the glass.
They got to post up Michaela Martin. So you either got to make a defensive switch or,
As that one's off the mark, rebound made here by Brown. Drives in, goes up, and hits it off the bottom of the backboard. Rebound's going to be made here.
They're either going to need to make a switch or get help, one of the two.
Seibert will send it in here to Walker. And it'll be a jump ball that'll go here to Albany.
I don't think
I
that's
think it
right.
should be to North Andrew, I
that's
believe.
Right. So I think Albany had the ball to start the fourth quarter.
I believe they're going to check and see what the so they're going to change that, and it will be North Andrew basketball here.
Now are they going to change the arrow again?
Well, they have it pointing to North Andrew now. As I change it.
No, they didn't change it.
Walker's shot no good, and then it'll be a foul called here against Albany.
And that's going to be a controversy because now they haven't changed the jump arrow back to Albany.
Foul here against Albany is going to go against Michaela Martin. That'll be her second. Now they have changed it.
Yeah, girl.
As Walker will miss the first one. Second free throw attempt by Walker's up and good. 38-26, down to a 12-point Albany lead. 6:30 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Messner with it on the right wing, drives in, stops, and now puts it back out here for Martin. Martin trying to send it to Newman, stolen away here by Walker. And she'll find Reiner, who's not able to get it to fall in. Ball knocked around, picked up here by Officer. Seibert now back over again to Briner on the right wing. Briner left wing and back up to the top of the key for Seibert. Inside to Officer. Now Carly Grace with a shot from the baseline. Gets it to fall in, up and good for two.
Well, we've seen this movie before where the Warriors had a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter and ended up being a 2-point game. Here they've worked from 15 down to 10?
Yes, it was 15 points here at the quarter break. They've had a 16-point lead at one point. A foul call there against Seibert. That's her first. In 38-28, Albany leads. Albany with the basketball as they'll inbounds here. Into the backcourt here for Martin. Gets it now for Messner. Messner drives, puts up the shot. Can't get it to fall in, and Paige Brown's going to pick up her fourth.
And a 1-and-1.
Yes.
I don't understand. Excuse me, why the Warriors feel like they've got to score in 5 seconds.
And a timeout going to be called here by Albany. A Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking to sell some of your things? Give Rod Dollars, Leo Madison, or Leon Mester a call at Dollars and Mester Auction Service to set up an auction today. Call Rod at 660-254-2548 or 660-783-2548. Give Leon a call at 660-582-0258 or 660-726-3252, or give Leo a call at 660-868-0113. Check out their current auctions at showmemoreauctions.com.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, 38-28, 5:35. Still left to play here in this fourth quarter. Sturkis in here for Brown as she comes out with her 4 fouls. Grace will be at the line for the 1-and-1. First shot is up and good.
Well, and we've seen Grace in 2 games now, and she's hurt the Warriors with hitting open shots, hitting free throws.
Second shot from Grace. No good. Is not able to hit the second one. Rebound's going to be made there by Anthony. Newman brings it across as it's now down to a single-digit Warrior lead. Anthony with it up at the top of the key. Trying to get it there for Martin. Stolen away, though, by Messner, and it comes right back, and Anthony will steal it right back. Martin up to Sturkis up at the top of the key. Left wing now for Messner. Up to the top of the key now for Newman. 5:05 left to play here in the fourth. To Anthony. Gets it to Martin. Messner.
Oh, had a look there.
Sturkis now over left wing for Newman. Back up again for Martin. Trying to get it up to Anthony up at the top of the key. Sends it left wing now for Messner. So bring it up and give it up to Gabby Newman up at the top of the key as the Warriors will try and restart their offense. Sturkis will send it over now for Messner, and a timeout going to be called here by the Warriors to keep a 5-second violation from happening. We're back with more in just a moment on Albany TV.
Well, he did use a minute.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
It'll be Albany basketball coming out of the Pettyjohn Auto Center timeout. Messner will inbounds with 4:26 left to play in the fourth. A 9-point Lady Warrior lead. Messner inbounds into the backcourt here for Newman. Newman will bring it across. Up to Sturkis at the top of the key over to left wing now for Messner.
Oh, there she is. Didn't get her.
They missed Anthony there on the low block as Martin sends it up now for Newman. 4:05 left. As the one thing the Warriors are able to do here is they're running out some time. Newman again will try and restart this offense, and she's going to be tripped up here by Briner, and I believe that'll be her 4th.
Well, and if you're Coach Michaels, I know you want Briner on Newman, but you almost might want to make the switch in case you have to foul or get some things done.
Now they're going to take Briner out.
Okay.
And they're going to bring in Rathbun, who's played some tight defense on Newman so far tonight. Newman with it up at the top of the key, 3:45. And a reach is going to be called here against
foul.
Rathbun. I believe that will be the 7th. That'll put Albany into the bonus as Newman will shoot the 1-and-1 here with 3:43 left to play in the fourth. Keeps the Warriors from running out any more time. They've wasted almost close to about 2 minutes here. As Briner will check back in here before the first free throw attempt.
They're probably going to go some offense for defense switches here. I don't know what the timeout situation is.
Newman's first free throw attempt, up and good. So the second free throw attempt here from Newman, as it's back out to a double-digit lead. She makes it 11 as she's able to knock home the second.
Looks a lot better on those two free throws than what we've seen for a stretch.
Reiner brings it across.
Well, that's a good 3 seconds in the lane. She's just trying to post up in the middle of the lane.
Reiner and Walker each have 4 fouls as Officer goes in, lays it up off and good for 2. Messner will try and bring it across here for the Warriors. Messner with it right wing. Has it tipped, picked off here by Walker. Goes up, lays it off with the right hand, up and good for 2.
That's just a bad play by Messner. You've got to be tougher than that with the ball.
Timeout taken by North Andrew. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. Not only does eating beef provide good nutrition, it supports the local economy. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to be an active part in today's agriculture. From first dates to graduations and everything in between, beef is there to help celebrate all of life's great moments. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together. Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Welcome back to Stanberry, 40-33. North Andrews pulled it within 7, outscoring the Warriors 12-4 here in this fourth quarter. 3:07 still left to play here in the fourth quarter. It'll be Albany basketball coming out of the Petty John Arnold Center timeout, and it looks like we'll see full court pressure put on here by North Andrew.
Looks like it's just man-to-man pressure. No, stay out of there, Ashley.
Ball inbounds here now for Martin. Brings it across. Slows it up to try and start the offense. Gets it up now for Newman. Newman with it up at the top of the key. Again, both teams into the bonus. Anthony with it on the left wing. Into the corner now for Martin. Up to Messner. Finds Sturkis in the paint. Can't get it to fall. Ball tipped up, and it's going to be rebounded here by Brinks. She'll put up a shot. Rolls out, no good. And it's going to be a jump ball that's going to go here to the Warriors.
You know, this is what we're seeing now from the Warriors. For Ashley Sturkis, ordinarily wouldn't be a bad shot. Not a good shot right now. We saw that in the last game where Grant Cameron got a lot of shots up late. God bless him for taking them, but really that's when you want your guys that have been scoring, been playing, you want them to be the...
And it's going to be tipped out of bounds here off of Martin, so it'll be North Andrew basketball.
Well, she had Newman open and instead made a force pass.
Walker and Briner will check back in. Checking out Skyla Lee and Caitlin Rathbun. Inbounds to Briner, 40-33, 2:30 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Gets it to Walker on the block, can't get it to fall. Officer with the rebound, lays it off the glass, good for 2.
Well, okay. Yeah, it's too late. You got to keep them off. The Warriors just look tight. Who's going to make a play for the Warriors?
We'll be back after this next Petty John Arnold Center timeout here on Albany TV.
The North Andrew School District's winning culture has helped cultivate the minds of their student athletes. The North Andrew School District works to provide a safe and orderly environment in which all students will learn and develop their potential and become responsible members of a global society. Helping their students succeed in sports, in the classroom, and for the future is the North Andrew School District in Rosendale. No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Albany basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. It's down to a 5-point ball game as North Andrews pulled it back within 5. 2:17 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Messner will inbounds. Again, full court, man-to-man pressure put on here again by North Andrew. Ball inbounds here to Martin. She'll bring it across. Now picks it up in Coffin's corner, but gets it off now to Newman. Gets it up to Anthony up at the top of the key. 2 minutes left to play, and a foul going to be called here against North Andrew. As it'll go against Skylar Lee as she'll pick up her first personal 8th team foul, and they'll send Anthony to the line for the 1-and-1.
Watching the Warriors try to handle the ball against pressure here is like almost like getting nibbled to death by ducks. You just feel like you're just getting nipped and nipped and nipped.
Never had that happen. Have been chased by a goose, though. As the shot here from Anthony is up and good from the free throw line.
Big free throw there.
41-35.
Bigger free throw here. 3 possessions under 2 minutes.
Yep. Sturkis will check in here for Brown, and she'll come out with her 4 fouls. As Warriors might look to do a little bit of offense-defense shift here, up 6 with 2 minutes left. Shot from Anthony off the front of the iron. Rebound's going to be made here by Officer. Reiner trying to send it into Officer. Leaves it off for Carly Grace. Back again for Briner. Puts up the shot from the left elbow extended. Can't get it to fall. Officer with the rebound is going to be fouled underneath the basket. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go here against Sturkis. That'll be her second. Officer's first free throw attempt. No good.
Yeah, Warriors got to have rebound. A made free throw gives North Andrew an opportunity to set their press.
Officer's free throw is up and good. Back down to a 5-point ball
Get
game.
in quick.
Quickly getting into Newman, and a foul going to be called here against North Andrew.
Well, the Warriors going to have to hit free throws down the stretch.
Caitlin Rathbun called there for the foul, her second. As again, Walker and Briner will check back in. This time, Sturkis will stay on the bench, and Brown will stay in with 1:41 left. Shot from Newman, good.
Both teams in the double bonus here on out.
Now Sturkis will check in here for Brown. As it comes back out to a 6-point lead. Again, this one could make it a 3-possession game.
Nope.
Off the front of the iron. Walker brings it across into the corner from Briner. Shot inside the arc is up and good, but only for 2. And now Messner will be fouled. And the foul here against North Andrew is going to go against Officer. That'll be her second. Messner's first free throw attempt. Good.
That looked pretty pure.
Now Sturkis will play back along with Anthony. As
You almost think get a little pressure on the ball here so they just can't race it up the floor, and maybe you get them to throw it away. Nope.
Officer comes away with the rebound as Messner misses the second one. And then we're going to get a double dribble called here against Briner.
Well, and that's what the Warriors got to get back, and because Briner is their three-point shooter.
We'll have the subs come back in here for North Andrew, and Brown will check back in here for Albany. So Messner will inbounds. Gets it inbounds to Martin, and she's going to be shoved here by Officer. That'll be her third.
Well, they're equal opportunity. We've had a whole bunch of them try to get an opportunity to put this thing away.
I will say North Andrew is not letting any time tick off the clock before they commit that
smart play.
Commit the fouls. We've seen it sometimes where they let them run around for a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
Martin's first free throw, no good.
I mean, North Andrew's a well-coached team. They really are. Coach Michael's done a nice job. I mean, they fought their way back in. They haven't looked good for 2 games now. We've played them. They haven't looked good for 3 quarters and then come out and played like a house fire in the 4th quarter.
As Martin's second free throw is up and good this time.
Yeah, get with the three-point shooters. Just
back out to a 6-point lead here, 44-38. Reiner with it up at the top of the key. Gets it into Officer. Back out again for Walker. Walker trying to bring it back into Briner. Stolen away here by Sierra Anthony, and she'll be fouled by Walker.
Good, big. That's a big defensive play by Sierra Anthony. We've seen her do that off and on all year. That was a big play right there.
And now Walker will foul out of the game.
Now really need to hit one of these at least.
Walker, again, for the second time that we've seen this team, fouls out with 9 points in the ball game.
Well, buddy, this is going to be a long minute 12.
Yes, it is.
If obviously we could hit some free throws here and put this game out of reach a little bit.
Anthony's first free throw is up and good. Reminds me of something my wife sent me the other day on Facebook. It's guys, 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes left in the basketball game. Both teams are in the bonus, and everybody has their timeouts left. As Anthony's second free throw attempt off the front of the iron. Rebound made here by North Andrews. They quickly bring it across. Stolen away here by Martin. Able to save it as she gets it to Anthony.
Great play by Michaela Martin.
And now Newman will be fouled here. As a foul is going to go against Briley Brinks. 1:01 left to play here in the 4th, 45-38.
And at some point, if you hit free throws and they can't convert, you got to call off the dogs because I did have a game one time where it was a 4 and 5 point game and they started to foul. We hit our free throws. They couldn't score. We ended up winning by 23. And at some point you just got to stop and say it's not that day.
Newman's first free throw attempt, no good. But the saving grace here for North Andrew is Albany has only been able to hit at least 1 for 2 so far here down the stretch.
Yeah. Change the body language here. Let's get it going. Grab a little confidence and go shoot it. Nope.
Lean back again. We saw her do that a couple of times early on this season as she misses her second. 45-38 underneath a minute. Reiner with it. Sends it up now for Brinks up at the top of the key. Into the corner now for Grace. Trying to feed it inside for Officer, and it's going to go out of bounds here off of North Andrew. Albany basketball, 46 seconds left to play here in the ball game.
I got to give the Warriors' defense has stiffened up here these last couple of possessions at the very least. Now Paige Brown needs to be ready to come up and help out as a pressure release.
Ball inbounds here for Newman. Trying to run away from North Andrew defense, but Elena Officer will reach in and get the foul. That'll be her 4th. She started this string of fouls with just one. Newman's first free throw attempt. Up and good.
Didn't lean back, hand didn't go out. Straight up, finish up high.
They put in Michaela Seibert in for Grace, maybe to get a couple more. Another 3-point shooter out on the floor, but it's out to an 8-point lead now here for the Warriors.
Yeah, you're about in that situation where you got to go threes.
As Newman's second shot, no good. Rebound again going to be made here by Officer. Sending across for Briner. Picked up here by Seibert. Puts up the shot. Wishes it in, and it does.
There's a prayer that was answered.
And a timeout going to be called by North Andrew. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
If a sports injury sidelines you from your favorite activity, don't worry. You have a team of experts ready to help. From sprains and strains to breaks and more serious injuries, Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine professionals have the skill and experience to get you back in the game as fast as possible. For more information, visit mymosaiclifecare.org/sports. Mosaic Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. We're all in to get you back in. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
.333 left to play here in this fourth quarter, 46-40. Albany has a 6-point lead. Coming into the quarter, they had a 15-point lead. Being outscored 19-10 so far here in this fourth quarter. Ball inbounds here for Brown, gets it out for Messner. And she will be fouled here by Seibert. They knock a little over 3 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. You kind of thrown it up over the defense to Martin. Might have killed another 3 or 4 until they could get to her.
Messner's first free throw attempt is up and good.
Now they are aware they got a girl back here in the corner, are they not?
Do not know about that, but Cameron Rouse just set up here in the right corner. To be honest, until you said something, I didn't see her either, but I really wasn't. I was paying more attention to the
There
shot,
we go.
but
We got
Messner's
2
able
of
to hit
them
both
there.
of them there. Back out to an 8-point lead. Still don't know if they have anybody out there.
Now, if you're the Warriors, you just, whatever you do, don't foul.
Briner with it up at the top of the key. Shot blocked there by Newman. Martin comes away with it. And the Warriors are going to walk this one out with a 48-40 victory. So both the Albany girls and Albany boys will make it into the championship semis here at the Stanberry Invitational Basketball Tournament. 48-40 Warriors win. We're back at the BTC Bank postgame and the Papa's player of the game when we come back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry, where the Warriors come away with a 48-40 win tonight over North Andrew. And taking a look here at the unofficial stats, Albany finishes 17 for 39 from the field, 11 for 22 from the free throw line, 3 for 11 from behind the three-point arc. 11 scoring by Gabby Newman with 23 points, 10 points for Casey Messner, 6 points for Sierra Anthony, 3 points for Michaela Martin, 2 points for Emily Papa, Paige Brown, and Ashley Sturkis. For North Andrew, They unofficially finished 13 for 36 from the field, 14 for 19, though, from the free throw line, 0 for 3 from behind the three-point arc. Led in scoring by Officer with 18 points, 9 points for Riley Walker, 4 points for Melena Briner, 5 points for Carly Grace, 2 points for Madison Ecker and Michaela Seibert. Mike, our Papa's player of the game tonight goes to Gabby Newman. She finishes with 23 points, 8 for 15 from the field, 4 for 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I thought she played a really good game. I thought there were a couple times I thought she tried to go a little bit too quick, but she really is she is who they look to have handle it down the stretch. And when the Warriors were really struggling, they didn't play a great fourth quarter. And when they were really struggling, she is kind of the outlet for them to kind of restore some order when they were trying to run some time off the clock. And really what they didn't score much out of their offense in the fourth quarter, but they had one stretch where they used a minute off the clock and a timeout was called. Then they used a bunch of time again. And what it really did was it forced North Andrew to have to start fouling. And when they started to foul, I mean, obviously they had some trouble with a couple of the North Andrew players, and they had to foul too and just ended up on the bench by fouling out. And Warriors didn't hit a lot of free throws, but at least to hit 1 out of 2 and see at least 1 out of 2. And I think finally Casey Mester put it away with 2 free throws there at the end. They come away with an 8-point win. It's a good win. Like I said, Coach Michaels is a fine coach. He had an idea of what he wanted to do. They play a lot of young kids, and for the Warriors, it's a good win. Now let's get on to the semifinals, and they got to take on the Worth County Tigers.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, with locations in Albany, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty Janela Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee and Shows of Albany. Dollars and Messner Auction Service. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany in Northwest Cell. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Mosaic Medical Center Albany, the City of Albany, and Albany Booster Club. The Albany School District and Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association. The North Andrew School District. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany and the Printer and New Shopper located in Albany. Next game is the number 4 and 5 seeds. North Andrew boys and the Stanberry boys coming up for you next here on Albany.